over here. You got to be careful. Oh, I'm live. Hi, Opal. Hello. Welcome. Let's let folks filter in. I put my phone. Oh, here's my phone. Oh, man. Let folks filter in. Let me bring up on my phone here. Oh, I did send the thing out. Hi, Jack. How are you? Let people filter on in, and then we're going to get started. So my iPad, I forgot to charge, so I'm hoping I'm leaving. I think I know where we left off, because I think we're going to talk about elements, which I'm on page 69 in the book, lesson for Earth. So we're going to talk about, the 4 elements. And so I'm going to skip a little bit in the book. All right. Let me see. So hi, Opal. Hi, Jack. Hi, Fallen. It's Fallen truly, right? So everyone's staying safe. Got to learn like this, distance learning. Keep our social distance apart. That's why Lucian's in the other room. He's not.
What?
Nothing.
I heard my name.
I say we're practicing social distancing. That's why you're in the other room.
I'm not in the other room. I'm like right behind you.
Oh my God! You're gonna give me your COVID-19. Ow! See, look what you just.
COVID-19. Your mom's COVID-19.
No,
I can't say that because your mom's my mom.
Well,
My
let's
mom's
hope.
not COVID-19.
Let's hope you're.
Hi, Opal. Hi, Jack. Hi, Fallen.
My hat's being there. Dink, dink. All right.
Anyways, I'm gonna go do my thing.
How many? All right, so we're gonna start, and like I said, I am on page 69, and we're gonna go with it says lesson 4, Earth, and we'll talk about the 4 elements. So we're starting with Earth. I am the earth around you. I am the heartbeat within you. I am the ground below you. I am that I am. It's a cute little quote. Anyways, solid earth is the foundation upon which everything in our world is built. As products of the evolution of life on planet Earth, we are the literal children of Earth. Depending on your faith and stuff like that, right? But anyways, many ancient cultures viewed the life-giving land beneath their feet as a goddess whom the Greeks called Gaia. Earth, which provides us with our food, is the flesh and bones of our bodies. And the bones of the living earth are the rocks that lie beneath our feet. What are you pointing at?
Can I have your headphones?
No.
Can I just borrow them, please?
Don't you got your phone?
This computer doesn't connect. This is my old one.
Why? Oh, you interrupted my live.
Sorry.
No. It shouldn't
Sorry,
happen.
guys.
This is insane. These are my headphones.
Yeah, and I can borrow them.
You're going to mess them up with your goofy ears.
You have goofy ears. Just talking about Willis. Thank you.
Yes, ma'am. All right, so that's Mother Earth below us, right? He talks about like the earth, the bones are the bones. Duh. The rocks are like the earth's bones, and the sand like it's flesh. Kind of like giving it like this living persona, which yes, I mean I believe in Mother Earth, Molecules are made up of atoms. I'm skipping down a little bit to the next paragraph. Molecules are made up of atoms of the chemical elements, and they have geometric forms. That means that the molecules of a particular substance, under the right circumstances, can fit together like a puzzle to form extremely regular solids we know as crystals. So, right, that's kind of certain molecules coming together. Table salt makes cubic crystals. Water makes a complex six-sided crystal we call snowflakes, right? Frozen water, and so forth. Crystals have long been viewed as magical in nature, and magicians ranging from Brazilian shamans to Australian Aboriginal healers to Dr. John Dee, the court magician of the Queen Elizabeth, of England. I guess that's a doctor on the ship. Have all used them as an important part of their magical toolkit. Different kind of crystals are used for different things. Right? I know, I work a lot with crystals. I use crystals for healing. I'll show you guys, a couple of, examples. So this is my my Reiki crystal set, right? So we've got, red jasper, right? That's for the root. Different crystals with different properties of healing. So that's one example of it. And that's all part of, earth and, the grounding part of what the hell are those cats doing? The whole ground, when we think of being grounded, it's earth, it's Mother Earth. It's like the main, I don't want to say the main element, but I think a lot of us, while we work with different elements to varying degrees, I think a lot of us, whether we realize it or not, do a lot of work with Earth, Mother Earth, and and her elements. Dave, sharing is caring. Yeah, but busting his beans is so much better. All right, so that's Earth, right? Any of you guys have any other comments on Earth? I think it's just what we ground ourselves. So, okay, we're going to skip ahead to the next element. So this is kind of midway down page 70. It says lesson 5, water. I am the water around you. I am the pulse of life within you. I am the ocean flowing through you. I am that I am. All right. So all water is one. All water is one water, contiguous and indivisible. Water sustains us. Water unites us. Water is a universal medium, a universal solvent, and a universal electrical conductor. And so water shared is life shared. Water is the one essential ingredient that makes life possible, as well as that which unites all life. For water is indivisible. You can pour a pitcher of it into several glasses, then pour them all back together again, and the water is unchanged. Earth's water cycle carries water vapor into the sky, via through evaporation, and returns it to the land as rain. Flows down to the ocean as rivers, and back to the sky again through the endless great round river. And you think about it, actually, I just didn't really think about it that much, but that is true how the Earth's water ecosystem works, right? And, water evaporates, goes up into the sky, forms clouds. That makes rain. Rain falls down, and, when it falls to the ground, flows down rivers and streams back to the ocean, then it evaporates again. So it's like there's this finite amount of water on Earth or within the Earth ecosphere, but it kind of recycles a little bit. Kind of interesting. Water has, I'm going to skip down to the next paragraph. Water has a remarkable and a unique property. It expands when it freezes, making its solid form lighter than its liquid and allowing ice to float. Were it not so, the Earth's oceans would long ago have frozen solid from the bottom upwards. Astronomers have located water ice on the moon, Mars, and possibly Mercury. The rings of Saturn are mostly ice. One of Jupiter's moons, Europa, seems to be covered with a watery ocean beneath a frozen surface, where many think life may exist. Interesting. Water is everywhere in the cosmos, and house-sized snowballs are constantly falling upon the Earth from space. I didn't know that. At a rate of 5 to 30 every minute. Water is not just on Earth, Mars, so Mars, Europa. Oh, no, water is not just on Earth, Mars, Europa, and all the rest. It is falling upon all these worlds in a continual hailstorm. Okay, he's getting pretty grandeur. But anyways, what he's talking about in his way is, water is everywhere. Water is found on other planets. Water, and it's been like molecularly water, right? But it's also a very essential thing for life, right? Every living thing, needs some form of water to live, right? We've got water. We're made up of a lot of water within ourselves, right? Within our own bodies. It's kind of interesting. Water, water, water. Who knew? But see, I'm getting this kind of thought that all of these elements tie us together in some way. All right, we're going to skip forward a little bit, and we're going to go to the next one, lesson 6, air. Now, if you guys have the book, I encourage you to kind of go back and actually read the whole chapter here on the 4 elements. I'm kind of skimming over them so we can kind of keep things moving. But there's a lot of interesting stuff there. So lesson 6, air. I am the air around you. I am the breath of life within you. I am the wind blowing through you. I am what I am. We have moved in our study from the most dense and material of elements, that's earth, to the most gaseous and permeable, which is air. Air may be the most difficult of the elements to discuss simply because of its quality of invisibility. Right? You can't hold air, like, this stuff, air. You can't see it. We have a mystified attitude about air. That it is insubstantial, and perhaps untrustworthy. I don't know if I believe that, but okay. We may even make the mistake of thinking it is the least powerful of the 4 elements, because it seems to be, to lack, materiality, like, material physicalness. But air is one of the most important. But air is one we are most immediately and vitally dependent on. One may survive over a month without food, not me, and several days without water. Body temperatures may drop for hours before life is threatened. But we can live only a few minutes without air. Life on our planet is dependent upon the oxygenation process. It is impossible to consider our relationship to air without considering our breath, the taking in of oxygen, and the releasing of toxic byproducts. Right? Yeah, think about it that way. Air, we need air to survive. I mean, we breathe it, you know? Again, it's a very important element. Interesting. Interesting. In my immersion in the experience of each of the elements, I have built and flown rubber band driven model airplanes and many kinds of kites, joined to the Civil Air Patrol as a boy to fly in small planes. Oh, no, for kinds of kites. He said he joined the Civil Air Patrol as a boy to fly in small planes and gone up in hot air balloons. I have taken many air. What he's getting at here. I still want to experience. Well, that's okay. Blah blah blah. That's about his experiences. But anyways, air. Yeah, that's one of it is one of it's it's like, okay, Earth is important, water is important because it's everywhere. Earth because it grounds us. Right? We think of Mother Earth as, in a maternal way. When we ground, we connect to the earth. Water, right? We acknowledge it's everywhere. Our bodies are made up of it. And now air, we're dependent on it because we can't live without it, not more than mere minutes. So, I think all of these elements are kind of part of or building blocks of our lives. So far. Right, skipping ahead to the top of page 72, lesson 7, fire. I am the fire around you. I am the spark of life within you. I am the flame burning through you. I am all that I am. Fire has always held a special fascination for us since our ancestors first mastered its use, setting our first foot on the road to becoming human. Fire meant not only warmth and light, but also the difference between life and death. Fire plays a special role in the relationship between man and the other worlds, between inner and outer reality. Fire is an elemental force of nature, but it is also the natural bridge between the worlds, linking the natural and supernatural, the sacred and the mundane. In our modern world, fire is everywhere. It drives our cars. It gives us electricity. It propels our planes. It is the central active principle in our world of combustion and incandescence, in lights. Light directly related to fire is becoming more and more the basis of our communication networks. Okay, like fiber optics. In magical symbolism, fire stands for movement, action, release of energy, and transformation. It has been said that fire is locked inward, hence trees, wands, and sticks represent its potential. The power of fire is to burn, to consume, to radiate heat and light. Transformation comes in realizing that something can rise like a phoenix from its ashes. Thus, fire can act as an agent of transformation in ourselves, in society. Fire is a good place to burn away your anger and problems and help improve your personal energy. The heat of fire can be associated with qualities like passion, ardor, whatever that is, fervor, intensity. So this is fire. So fire, I mean, could we live without fire? I mean, technically, I guess. our ancestors, like man, probably did exist prior to fire. They must have definitely eaten much differently. But it still is an important element, because now let's think of a couple other things that weren't mentioned. One, the sun, which warms the earth, which makes the earth livable for us, is fire. All right. And the center of the earth is molten lava or fire. So it's interesting. I mean, I think all these four elements kind of all come together. I want to go a little forward and look at so each one of these actually, just a little note. If you kind of go back and there's think of this as kind of homework. For each lesson, like water, fire, there's another little pot that it says let me see. Go outside. Yeah. Well, I don't think we could do so. If you read like lesson 4, there's a thing called. If you read on in that section, there's a thing called quest. They're little activities. Water has one. It says quest the sweet water of life. Air has one. It says quest breathing the wind. And fire has one called quest the fires of transformation. I want you to check those out kind of on your own. And here's another test. How long have you been on? About 21 minutes. Go a little forward, and it says task, making a fire pot. I'm going to read this in a minute. A very impressive fire pot can be made with a cauldron shaped ceramic bowl. A small iron cauldron with the traditional 3 feet would work also, but only if the rim is level and unbroken by a handle, as you will need to be able to cover it tightly with a pot lid to put the fire out. Collect all the candle ends you can find, or just use candle wax you can buy at a store. You should first lay, so basically it's talking about making a fire pot. You should first lay in a layer of sand so that the bottom won't get too hot. Then tear up a bunch of cotton rags into small pieces, mush them together, and stuff them into the pot. Old t-shirts or towels are excellent. Melt the candle ends or wax into a separate disposable pot or saucepan, which you can pick up cheap at Goodwill. Then carefully pour the molten wax over the mushed up rags in the pot until it's pretty full, with a few pieces of rags sticking up. Let the wax harden, and you will have a perfect fire pot. It's kind of like almost like a kind of crazy candle thingy. I might want to try to do that. Because I think it'd be pretty interesting. Because I do have incense pots on my altars that I burn like sage and other herbs. At any rate, I'm going to stop here because we actually moved. Even though it's only like 23 minutes, we actually covered quite a bit of stuff, and I want to not throw so much stuff at you guys. So we'll stop there, and we'll pick up next week. Where I guess I'll use the bookie book. We'll pick up next week. Well, we can look at classes. We can look at Back to Nature, and see what that has about it. Because there is some cool stuff nature-wise in here. Yeah, we'll continue in through nature, and we'll pick that up next week. Do you guys have any questions? And let me take a quick look through, because I know I didn't say hi to everybody. So hi, Auntie Mama. Hi, long hair, skinny eyed toe. Hi, Gypsy. Gypsy Lee Ravenwood. Kendra. Hi, Opal. Hi, Auntie Mama. Hi, Tar Apple. Susie the Gemini. Hello. Hi, D Lamb.
Hi, Birdie.
Hi, everybody.
Oh my God,
Wow.
we're like Alphabet and Glinda today. I'm
Social
rocking a
distance.
white- Oh, bitch!
Ow, get off
Oh,
me.
jeez, you and your freaking sleeves. Oh, I just untied your.
You did. Now
your
I'm
belt.
going to
Sorry.
make a fight.
They can't see that, anyways.
What page are we on? Well, we just finished up, but we stopped on page 74. Next week, we're going to do Back to Nature. If you missed it, kind of go back because we did basically the 4 elements starting on page 69. So do any of you guys have any questions about any of this stuff? I think as witches and such, we're all pretty familiar with our, 4 elements, right? Kind of see even in even is it? I think the elements sometimes even carry over in our tarot as well. Any questions? Okay, thanks. Yeah, that's fine, D Lamb. Just kind of since we're all stuck in lockdown, it's a great time to go watch some YouTube videos. Just start this one from the beginning and watch the whole thing, and just kind of follow through. I've been I actually use the paper book so I can give you guys the page number. It's actually because my iPad died, but I guess I'll do it this way. But yeah, that's it. All right, guys. Thanks for joining. Have yourselves a great night. Make sure you guys stay safe. Stay home. If you don't need to go out, don't go out. And if you do go out to the store to try to hunt the elusive toilet paper, just kind of keep yourself 6 foot away from other folks. And stay safe, guys. I want us all to stay nice and healthy and happy. All right. Anyways, guys, have a great night. Bye. Oh, hold on. I'm going to do the video, the bye-bye video. Where's the bye-bye video? I think that.